Hello race fans, I'm VR Stuntman and welcome to round 2 of the Trophy League at vrroom.org. The sun's shining, the birds are singing, and we're at Spa-Francorchamps in the Ardennes Forest in Belgium. We've got a cracking lineup in this race. On pole by just a few hundredths of a second, VR Stuntman. JK lining up second, Loki excellent qualifying by him in third. Then we've got Setway fourth, Slicker fifth, N10 sixth, Odie seventh, Genobi eighth, Rick is ninth, Exeter 10th, and he doesn't have this track, so he's been learning it fast. Raptor is quite slow for him, I would have said, in 11th. I don't know what happened to him in qualifying. And Zoo is 12th and Alan 13th. Okay, so the Spa is a very quick track. It's got a lot of very fast corners like Pouhon, Eau Rouge and Blanchimont, none of which are flat out in these cars, so they're going to be very, very tricky. You could say this is a circuit for Ardennes racers. Right, better get on with the action then. I'd just like to say I'm recording this at a different video setting, so the resolution's a bit lower, but the frame rate's a bit higher, so hopefully that's going to come out well. Anyway, I think it's time to get on with the action. So I'll hit the start button. We're focused on JK with the red car on the right. Now very, very slow first corner, but it's plenty wide here, so hopefully we'll give each other respect. And it's Stuntman who emerges in the lead, everyone holding more or less the position they started in as we run down to Eau Rouge. And all nicely done through Eau Rouge and onto the Kemmel Straight, and big slipstream here. It's a long flat out run up this hill, and JK comes screaming past into the lead, and here comes Setwave in the blue car as well, so it's 3 abreast now. Stuntman backs out. Going to ride on board with Odie as we come up to the first corner, and he's run wide and off, and also I saw a load of smoke with Alan. Alan's gone off as well, but they both rejoin gently and offline, and both surrender a place, so no harm done there. Let's go on board with Slicker. So he's running in 6th place. That's N10 ahead of us in the white car. He had a blue car in the last round, but he's changed to a white one, presumably to confuse me. And N10 looks like he's going to be making a move on Loki with the yellow car up ahead. And N10 slings it up the inside, but he's braked too late. Locked up, gone sideways and wide, and Slicker on board Slicker here. We've got to run at him, but Slicker's run off as well. And down into the Fanny chicane, and that's Slicker running a little bit wide there, or a little bit deep, and hits the back of Loki's car. Did get past N10 though, and we seem to be slowing down. Yep, there's a yellow flag. Yellow flags are out, so let's see if we can find out what happened there. Let's go on board Zoo. I'm just going to rewind. So this is Zion Zoo, and we're running up to Les Combes. That's Alan 69 going off ahead of us. We've got Rick ahead of us in the pink car. So Zoo is tucking in behind Alan. Alan may have dirty tyres coming into here. Yep, that's Alan's dirty tyres, so Zoo's got a bit of a run on him. Zoo on the outside. Alan, a little bit of a squeeze by Alan there. And oh dear, and that's cost Zoo a place. That's Exeter coming through. Exeter must have had a very bad start. Ooh, lots of horn blowing from someone. Someone's not very happy. Anyway, we're still on board with Zoo. We're down to last place, and Exeter is going past Alan. So Exeter's gained 2 places in 2 corners. Oh, and very late defensive move by Alan there, and that triggers a chain reaction. I think that's a question of just moving over to defend too late, and Zoo ran into the back of Alan, and that's all a bit of a mess. Let's have a look. Zoo has no damage. Exeter, who was completely innocent, has damage, and Alan has damage as well. And the marshal, who for this room, who is Slash, has called a yellow flag. So these guys are going to pop into the pits and get their cars fixed. So we'll skip forward. We're skipping forward to we're coming up the Kemmel Strait to Les Combes. And I'm going to go on board with Slicker, who's up in 5th. This is the rear-facing view of Slicker as we come into Les Combes. Les Combes, the right-hander and left-hander that we're going through. Whoa! Now up to Stavelot, this right-hander. Now the race marshal has said we're going to go after the next corner, which is Rivage, or Bruxelles as it's now known. Now what you do here is you just follow the car in front. You go when the car in front goes, all except the leader. Obviously he is the car in front, and he goes when he's ready. So we're riding on board Slicker. And oh, someone's gone early. That was Raptor. And that's going to have to be investigated after the race. Oh, and poor Slicker loses a place to Raptor. Another one to N10. He's put wide, and also Odie goes through, and no, that's Genobi behind us. Genobi looking for a way past as well. So all gone horribly wrong for Slicker there. Swap to the outer view, but Slicker is right in the thick of this battle, and he's about to throw one up the inside into Fania, but decides not to. All good driving. We'll stay on board with Slicker. Apologies for my comment about the paint on his wheels. Apparently it cost 400,000 credits for that paint code. Money well spent. I'll leave that up to you to decide. And look at this. Look at all these cars in a group. This is fantastic. So we're coming through Frere here, down to the left-hand kink. We're through that, and now up to Blanchimont. And this is a frightening corner to be running two abreast into. And can they all do it cleanly? Pretty much they can. Yeah, that's nicely done. And plunging down to the hard braking for the bus stop. And well done, guys. Excellent racing. Everyone jockeying for position, everyone giving each other room and respect, and that's great to see. So now we're on lap 3. Let's go on board with Rick. We'll have a look at Rick. We're running up to the first corner, and there was a nudge from behind there by Zoo, I think it was, and Rick has picked up some damage and run off a bit wide. Let's have a look at Zoo's car. Zoo has also got damage from that, so that's bad luck for those. Gonna just go back a little bit. We'll go on board with Setwave. Sorry about the black screen, guys. So this is Setwave into through the first corner. That's La Source. Got a good drive out of there. Got the power down, and it's side by side with JK for the lead as they come up to Eau Rouge, and they're still side by side, and that's JK on the left running off as they go up to Radion, and they both lost a bit of time there. So this is on board with Stuntman, who was a little bit behind these two, but as they slowed each other up, he's got a great run and a great toe, and Stuntman goes straight past Setwave, and he's having a look at JK. Oh, and Setwave attacking back on the outside. But they're still side by side through both parts of Les Combes. But Stuntman holds the position. This is Setwave's view of it. And Setwave having a think about it into Bruxelles. Stuntman moves across, and good driving by both of them there. Right, let's have a look on board with. Going to go back on board with Alan. Something's happened here. So we're coming up to coming up to Les Combes. Still on lap 3 here, and he's always braked too late and off. So that's the second time in 3 laps he's gone braked way too late and gone off at Les Combes there. And the time he didn't was under the yellow flag. So rather disappointing there for Alan. We'll go back on board with Setwave. We're through Bruxelles now, plunging down the hill to the double apex left-hander at Pouhon. This is a very, very fast section. 85 miles an hour minimum speed through the first part, flat through the second, exiting it 115 there. And down to Thann. Ginobili has got a little bit of a break as Stuntman and Setwave battle for second place. We go on board with N10. Let's have a look at the rear view. So behind us with the purple car is Slicker. Behind that in yellow is Ginobili, and Slicker is all over us. N10 is defending into Stavelot, and that gives Slicker a good run. And behind Slicker we've got Ginobili picking up at a toe, so N10 under a lot of pressure here. The two abreast as they come through Frere and up to Blanchimont. Two abreast through Blanchimont is very scary. And N10 runs off the track, rejoins, holds his position, and oh, that's in the green car. That's Zoo who's come flying through there and hit the back of N10. He's also hit Slicker, so damage on all those 3 cars. So pretty unlucky. I'm going to go on board with Setwave. Oops, Setwave. No, that's Stuntman. This is Setwave. So Stuntman is up to. It's still second, and Stuntman is going for the lead as they come up to Eau Rouge. He'll have to back out of that. He's not far enough alongside to even think about it. But that gives Setwave a great run through here. Cars using all the curbs on the right and the left. So right on the roof now, gives us a great view ahead. It means we can also see the car ahead of the car ahead of us, if you know what I mean. Oh, a very good run, very quick run through there, and into Malmedy side by side, Stuntman and Setwave, but Stuntman holds the position. So we're about halfway through this race now, lap 4 of 7. This is the lead battle, JK Stuntman and Setwave. Let's go on board with Zoo, see what's happening with Zoo. He's still in 10th. Ginobili's behind him. This is Ginobili's view. Oh, and ahead of us, that's Slicker off the road, and no, not N10. That's Exeter side by side ahead of us, and Zoo is the green car who runs wide and off. So Ginobili has got alongside. Ginobili has just passed Zoo. Slicker managed to stay ahead. Oh, and that's Zoo coming back through. Oh, some really epic racing going on here. It is only for the minor places. They're 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th, and 12th not far behind us is Rick, so, but it's still furious racing, but pretty clean. Right, gonna go on board with Setwave as the leaders come up to Blanchimont. And JK up ahead, running a bit wide, running off the track, and that's given Stuntman a run. And we've got to run on both of them here. Setwave's got to run on both. Stuntman braking late, running round the outside into the first part of the bus stop, and Stuntman takes the lead, and JK has failed to get the cutback. In fact, Setwave gets the cutback, and Setwave up to second. This is JK's view. As we come up to La Source, neatly done, 2 abreast racing through there. You can see why these guys are so good. Let's have a look on board with Setwave. He's having a think into Eau Rouge here, and he's got a great run on Stuntman. They're side by side. But Stuntman just with the edge, but now Setwave is going to come past with the slipstream, I think. Uses a slipstream. Stuntman gives up the place, and Setwave into the lead. Behind there, in the yellow car, Loki has caught up this group, and Raptor is not far off it either. And we come down to Brissell, and that's JK throwing one up the inside of Stuntman, and a little bit of rubbing, but I think Stuntman saw him coming. So Stuntman's lost 2 places very quickly, and Setwave starting to get ahead. So let's go on board with JK. Down to Pouhon. Plenty of tyre smoke as he throws it into the corner. More tyre smoke through the second part. So JK had a pretty poor race. Oh, he's gone off! He's off! And he's lost 1 place. Yeah, he's lost a place to Stuntman, and but he's come back on ahead of Loki, so not too much damage done for JK there. So we can continue to ride on board with him. We'll give Loki a bit of airtime. Loki on the back of this lead pack. Raptor is the grey car behind that, and then we've got Odie, who's also going very well in this. Shout out to him. This is his first season at VR Room. So now we're coming up to Blanchimont. JK got it wrong last time, but he got it very right that time. This time it's Raptor getting it wrong. Plunge down to the bus stop, and Loki getting very, very close to us. Oh, and in the background that's Odie getting very sideways. But good clean stuff. So 5 laps down and 2 to go. Going to ride on board with Zeon Zoo. Ooh. See what's happening here. So behind us is Genobi in the yellow car and Rick in the pink one, and ahead of us, there we go, ahead of us the silver car is Exeter, and Slicker ahead of that. Got damage on both front suspension from the collision earlier on. Back to the rear view through Eau Rouge. Oh, it's terrifyingly fast, isn't it? And Genobi has got a run on us. He's in perfectly placed for the slipstream. Genobi. He's going to get massive speed up the Kemmel Straight, and that's Genobi going through. Nicely done. And here comes Rick in the slipstream, but we're in the braking zone now. See what's happening with JK. JK has dropped off of the leading pair. He's got some damage. Picked up a bit of damage there. Might go back and have a look at that. Excuse the jumping around. So this is JK. The reverse view as we come up to La Source, start of lap 6, and that was Raptor getting it all wrong. Braking too late, locking up and sliding straight into the back of Genobi. That gets given Genobi fairly heavy right rear damage. Let's go on board with Odie. This is Odie. Odie managed to pass Raptor there, so Raptor tried to pass Loki, hit JK, and instead of gaining a place, he's lost one to Odie. Raptor has damage on both front corners. This is Odie's view of it. So I'm going to go back on board with Jay. Whoa, that's a huge one there for a huge sideways moment for Raptor. I'm going to go back on board with JK. Now his car's going to be a little spooky now. That's probably why, well, one of the reasons he's lost a bit of ground to the 2 leaders. So it looks like it's going to be between Setwave and Stuntman for the win with a lap and a half to go. JK running, a little bit wide and having a wobble. That's the corner with no name, as Martin Brundle calls it. and JK on the wrong side of the track, and he can't sweep back to the right side because that's Loki in the yellow car there, and we're sideways and over the curbs and a spin. Oh, and he's hit Loki and spun, and JK's out. He's stopped. I think he's given up. So let's go on board with Loki. So Loki's up to third now. We go to the outside view, and he's battling really hard with Odie, and Odie's gone through, and off in the background is Raptor. N10 has moved up ahead of Raptor. So it's all gone wrong for Raptor since he made that mistake and hit JK. So Loki and Odie battling for third, and it's a good solid race by Odie to come here as we come up to Blanchimont. Look how fast that is. They're all clipping the curb and raising the dust, and here comes N10 off the track up the inside, and N10 gains a place. Clear all the tyre smoke. Right, and N10 now crossing the line, and right on the tail of Odie. He's going to sling one up the inside, and he's through. So nicely done, N10. We're going to go on board with the leaders. This is Setwave and Stuntman, and Setwave into Eau Rouge for the last time. Over the top, and Stuntman is poised for the slipstream, and straight past using that slipstream to good effect. We go on board with Stunt. Let's go to the rear view. So perhaps a tactical move by Stuntman to make sure he was second into Eau Rouge, but there are still opportunities to pass. And Setwave is very quick, so down to Bruxelles for the last time. Lots of understeer from Setwave. Oh, and Setwave getting a great run through the corner with no name, and Stuntman forced to defend, giving each other room, these two, and we're into Pouhon, first part. Setwave ahead, but Setwave's having to get off the throttle and to avoid running off the track, and Stuntman keeps the position. Into Fang, first part of Fang. Setwave runs a bit wide. Stuntman hugging the inside, not leaving any room on the apexes here. This is Campus. Nudge, nudge, nudge from Setwave. Stavelot, very important corner, Stavelot, and Setwave is nicely placed for a tow. So Stuntman is going to have to defend, I think, when they come up to Blanchimont. Here's Setwave timing his run. He's now on full throttle. Setwave making Stuntman defend into Blanchimont. Can he get the cutback? No, he runs into the back of Stuntman, so Stuntman's still in the lead, and Stuntman defending hard into the bus stop. Setwave thinking about going around the outside. Stuntman locks up, runs a bit wide. Can Setwave get the cutback? He can, but he taps Stuntman and lights up the rear tyres, and Stunt takes the win. Setwave second. Right, that's an epic finish. We're going to go backwards, just in time a little bit. So this is N10's view. He's up to third, so good going by him. Also going to have a look on board Zoo. Ooh, that's Zoo running slightly off the track. Oh, and that's Rick off ahead of us, so Zoo loses some time. Who else have we got? We've got Shinobi ahead of us. He's on his own. I'll tell you what, I didn't go back as far as I meant to. Let's go back another one. Right. This is N10 as we come up to Les Combes. So he's in a fairly safe third place. behind us, this is Odie, Loki and Raptor, so they're still racing hard with various amounts of damage. 4th, 5th and 6th. Oh, and that's Loki having a look. Good stuff from them. Further back, this is Rick, Genobi and Zoo battling over 9th. Rick has gradually made his way to the front of this group. Good work by him. These are the last 3 cars running. So down to Puong. Pretty subdued race from Genobi. I would have expected him to be a bit higher, but he's very, very polite in traffic, and that may well have cost him as well as a poor qualifying. Whoa, and a little touch there. And another one. No damage done, and Rick holds his place. And that's Rick. Oh, that's where Rick starts to go wrong for Rick. I think he just ran a bit wide there. He's got dirty tyres, and then he tries too hard at the next corner. So I'm going to go on board with Loki as we run down to Blanchimont for the last time. Oh, and off. Loki off, and that's given Raptor a run. So Raptor is the grey car to the outside of Loki. He's going around the long way at the first part of the bus stop, and can Loki get the cut back? He can. What's going to happen here? They're side by side. It's Raptor just holds it, I think, from Loki. So your final results are Stuntman, Setwave, N10 3rd, Odie 4th, Raptor 5th, Loki 6th, Slicker was 7th, Exeter 8th, Genobi 9th, Zoo was 10th, Rick 11th, and Alan, here he is when we get the picture, just drifting his way, and no damage for Alan, and not too far behind the leaders there. So well done, Alan. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'd like to say a big thank you to Slash for his race marshalling. He's got 13 cars to marshal on his own, so good job by him. And be interesting to find out what he makes of the slightly suspect restart. I've been VR Stuntman. Check us out at vrroom.org and see the kind of things we race. See if you fancy it, because it's all good fun. Bye bye for now.